now, John.
Good evening. It's September 6, 2025. Saturday.
This Saturday?
Saturday, yeah. Time goes by, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like you said, you blinked your eyes at 20, now you're 100.
John's got a new sweater on.
Oh, beautiful. You look very nice in that sweater.
It's a bowling
Yeah.
sweater.
You're going bowling, I heard.
Huh?
It's a bowling sweater. You going bowling?
Going bowling? No, I don't bowl.
Wasn't your brother a pin setter?
Yeah, we work behind the picking up the pins. That's a tough job.
Yeah. Tell us how that works back in the day.
Well, they sat on the lids there, and the guy throw the ball over, knocked the pins over. He jumps down, put all the pins back up.
Yeah. So what Mr. Jeckovich is saying, back in the day, bowling was not automatic. You guy would sit behind the pins like his brother did. You throw the ball, he jumps up and sets them by hand.
Yeah.
And then you got to be doing all the lanes. It's a very, very, very tough job and noisy.
Yeah.
Did you ever want to do it?
No, I don't want to do it, no.
But now you press a button, it comes back automatically.
You know, everything's automatic, yeah.
Everything's quiet. Well, but you look like you're going bowling in that sweater, so that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Mr. Jeckovich was from Company H, the 2nd Battalion of the 291st Regiment of the 75th Infantry Division of the U.S. Army during World War II. Mr. Jeckovich believes in the motto, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. Yeah. I heard you had a couple nice visitors today. You had some visitors.
Well, we had Amber's boyfriend.
Yeah. Nice guy, huh?
Yeah, he's all right, yeah.
Well, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And you had Amber.
Amber slept on a couch, on a chair, yeah.
Hey, it's all right if she sleeps in a chair, because the most important thing, she's here.
Yeah.
She's here. More than I could say for others. She's here. And did you talk to her boyfriend much?
Yeah, well, they were here for about an hour.
That's nice. That is really super nice.
He's going for an operation.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard. Amber and her boyfriend will be going to church in the morning. So maybe they'll stop up, maybe they won't, I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. I had a couple questions that came in. Do you feel like answering a few before we read the book?
Go ahead, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Were you drafted or enlisted?
I was listed. I was drafted.
Drafted.
I waited till I got drafted. It has lots of my mother.
Okay. Mr. Jeckovich waited till he got drafted so he had more time caring for his mother. Mr. Jeckovich was the sole provider of his mother. From his age 11 years old, he started taking care of her to her demise at 89. Before you were drafted, what kind of work were you doing?
Worked for Kevin Hawk.
And then weren't you prior to that a newspaper boy? And
I had a deal with Shinsky paper route.
And what kind of paper route was that?
It's a Polish paper.
Okay. They're all nice people in your route?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get paid?
Sometimes.
And then what happens with the other times?
Well, I have to get after them.
What would they tell you?
Well, we paid you.
And it wasn't true.
I had to get after them.
You had to stay after them.
Yeah.
Did your mother subscribe to that newspaper?
Just for the obituary.
She liked the obituaries, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. What branch of the military were you drafted into?
Army.
Army. And what was your military specialty? Were you infantry, medic, pilot?
Infantry, yeah.
Okay. Mr. Jeckovich, where were you when you heard of the great big news that Pearl Harbor was bombed on December 7th, 1941?
I was skating, ice skating on Deal Creek.
You were skating on Jill Creek.
Yeah.
And the word spread like rapid fire.
Yeah.
And what did your mother say
She
then?
said, I think you're going to be leaving us pretty soon.
Yeah, she was smart. You did. The next day, the United States entered the war.
Yeah.
Prior to that, we were on a Lend-Lease program.
Yeah.
What were your initial thoughts, Mr. Jeckovich, about your deployment overseas? How did you feel about it?
Me going overseas?
Yeah,
That was my duty.
that was your duty.
I never complained about it.
Never complain. Would you rather have been in the theater of operations in Europe, Pacific, or North Africa?
Europe.
How about the Pacific?
No, I don't want the Pacific,
You
no.
want nothing to do with that.
No.
How about North Africa?
No, that's crazy too.
Okay. What kind of training did you receive before you entered into combat?
We went on field maneuvers. We had a whole year to train up for it. Yeah.
So you had extensive training.
Yeah.
And what was your primary weapon, Mr. Jeckovich?
Mine was a pistol and a 30 caliber machine gun.
Uh-huh. And how many people did it take to fully operate the machine gun?
Well, whole platoon, because they had to bring their ammo back and forth for ammo bearers.
So you had a bunch of ammo bearers.
Yeah.
You had some guy carrying your tripod and setting it up.
Yeah.
And then heavy-duty machine gun, you were the trigger man, right?
Yeah.
Pop off 1,500 rounds like nothing. But that barrel got so hot, how'd you cool it?
Antifreeze.
Antifreeze and water?
Yeah.
You had a tank there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you popped out 1,500 to 3,000 rounds, did you stay put?
No, we had to move all the time.
All the time. If you didn't move, what would happen?
And they had us zeroed in. They sent artillery over on us.
Okay. Can you describe, Mr. Jeckovich, the typical day on the front lines during the war?
But it could be boring and exciting.
All or nothing?
Yeah.
Wow.
22 minutes.
Mr. Jeckovich, what was the biggest challenge that you faced in combat?
Me staying alive.
Staying alive. By the way, Mr. Jeckovich was shot in the shoulder by a sniper, beat up, stabbed,
Lost a hip.
beat up, stabbed, bombed, shrapnel still in his body,
Lost a hip.
frostbite,
Lost a hip. Lost a hip.
lost a hip, frostbite,
I still got the frostbite here.
80
right
years
here.
later,
Yeah.
80 long years later, the pain of the frostbite is unbelievable. What's the pain level?
7.
Yeah. Trench foot, frostbite, bunch of shrapnel still in his body. Yeah. Shrapnel still in his body. It's amazing. What was your most frightening moment you experienced in combat?
In combat,
Yeah.
artillery shells coming over.
Artillery?
A barrage, yeah.
Wow. How did you cope with the stress of war?
The what?
How did you cope with the stress of war?
What?
How did you cope with the stress of war?
Well, I took it. I don't think I ever felt like we got killed. I didn't think I would ever get killed.
Yeah. Did you have any of your close friends killed during the war?
Well, Ed Lake did, yeah.
Donald Lape. Donald Lape was same foxhole. What'd you tell Donald Lape not to do?
He started popping his head up.
And he kept on popping his head up.
Yeah.
He kept popping his head up.
Where did you get that?
From your room. What is that, John? Hold that up for everyone.
That's the type of machine gun you operated.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty nice, huh,
Yeah. Where did you get this?
Jim?
We got that, it was from a family that did a, what do you call it, 3D printing?
Oh, family made that 3D printing according to some of the examples that we showed about your weapon several
Yeah.
months ago. That's all made with 3D.
What's the name of that rifle? What's the name of that gun?
This is a caliber, it's a 30 caliber machine gun.
30 caliber machine gun.
And how heavy was it?
The tripod was 135 pounds. The canister, the tube of it was 35, 40 pounds.
Wow.
And how heavy was the machine gun?
The machine gun was, well, the tripod was the heaviest, 134 pounds.
So you had a whole staff of people carrying this stuff.
Well, there were the ammo bearers, yeah. You'd go to two boxes of ammo in 20 minutes if you were very heavy duty.
Wow. And that barrel got red hot, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So the ammo bearers also had a tough job, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, they were exposed to everyone. They were going out in the field picking up the ammo, bringing it back. That was I do with this.
That's all right. Just throw it on a chair. We'll put it together. Just throw it on a chair. So they were exposed, so they're running back and forth to reload their ammo boxes to bring them to you.
Yeah.
So they could have been an easy target.
Huh?
They could have been an easy target.
Oh yeah, they were exposed. Yeah.
Did you lose any ammo bearers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you went through a lot of ammo barrels. Then.
Well, no, I mean 3 or 4. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. Have you ever stayed in contact with the soldiers from World War II?
The what?
Have you ever stayed in contact?
No.
No. How did you communicate with your family back home when you're in the war?
Email.
V-mails.
Email. Yeah.
And were the V-mails highly censored?
Oh yeah, they're all blacked out all the time. Yeah.
And did your mother receive the majority of the V-mails?
Yeah.
By the way, any listeners that have any V-mails, please call me. We'd like to read them here. Mr. Jeckovich had 150 V-mails, and they disappeared, right?
Yeah.
So any of the listeners have any V-mails, send us contact me, and we'll either buy them off you or we'll.
There's a lot of history there.
Yeah, it's a very interesting story with these V-mails of soldiers sending these V-mails back home, and all of them were highly censored. They're blacked out.
Yeah.
16 minutes.
Some words. And don't get confused with a V-mail and an email. Email didn't exist then. It's called a V-mail. So anyone have any, call us at 407-366-0000, and we'll read them as we're speaking to Mr. Jeckovich. When you're in the war, does any special letters or packages particularly stand out to you that you received?
Packages delivered to me?
Yeah, that stand out. Any packages or letters that come to mind that would stand out that you received?
Yeah, my mother would send me all kinds of stuff in a package.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Leip's mother and father sent me a package too.
Yeah. Leip's mother and father was Donald Leip's parents had his head blown off. Mr. Jeckovich still has the shrapnel from that bomb in his body. And so what did Mr. and Mrs. Leip send you?
Say again?
What did Mr. and Mrs. Leip send you?
Well, they sent me a wristwatch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did they have any food or snacks in there?
Food, snacks, and everything else.
Yeah. And what did your mother send you?
Same thing.
Yeah. That was nice. Does any of the V-mails, do you remember any of the V-mails you received?
I had 150 emails, but I threw them away.
Okay, I wonder why. Let's see. Do you How did you feel about returning home after the war?
I was happy to get out of it.
Happy to get out of it. Did you have any girlfriends during the World War II?
Overseas.
Anywhere?
Jean, yeah, Jean.
You had Jean Rowan Young in
Yeah.
Wales.
Yeah.
Who else?
Annie Mahaney,
Anne Mahaney and
Renee.
Anne Mahaney in Owensboro, Kentucky,
Yeah.
and Renee in Paris.
Yeah.
So you were well covered during your times off and during war. That was nice. That was nice. That was very nice. Very nice. So, do you want me to read a few pages?
Go ahead.
Okay, we're reading Mr. Jeckovich's book. It's titled Their Mother's Sons. How many pages?
849.
Yeah. It's a big, beautiful book. We're the second time around. And we're on page 269. It's titled Church Service and the Bulge. Church Service and the Bulge.
13 and a half minutes.
Okay. Okay. Is your book for sale?
No.
Not for sale. Can't buy it anywhere. This book was not written for money. No, no. He's okay there. It was written to give a younger generation an insight about the war and hopefully give them information and advice on how to have a simpler and a more wholesome life. More wholesome life is very important because many people are working 2 or 3 jobs just to survive. That's got to stop. You got to have a simpler, more wholesome life. So we're going to pick up there where it's church service in the bulge. We were still doing much jumping about, moving from one sector to another, not really knowing much of what's going on or wondering if we're really doing any good. So none of the top brass told you where you're going or what you're doing.
No, no.
They just told you to go and you went.
Yeah.
We felt that we were being deployed to plug in one hole after another. The Germans would break through in one sector and part of the division would rush over to assist in blocking their advance. In actuality, we never came face to face with the enemy. We only came in contact with them from a distance, over the next hill, beyond the tree line, across some river, or beyond the next town. We were sleeping outdoors most of the time, which was actually the coldest winter record. Yeah.
Barns most of the time.
Huh?
Barns.
Barns, yeah. We're sleeping outdoors most of the time, in almost zero weather, with very few hot meals. And I had not taken a shower since leaving Haverford West. Our morale at this point was the lowest since leaving the States. And to make matters even worse, we were not operating as a division, but were doled out piecemeal to 7th Corps and 16th Corps to a division here, or at times the most humiliating aspect, held in Division Reserve. Held in Division Reserve, right?
Yeah, they put out in the rest area.
Okay, in substance, we wanted to prove ourselves, but I guess the higher echelon outside our division had other thoughts on the subject. In a way, breaking up the division into segments and attaching them to more experienced units was a godsend in disguise. It probably saved many lives. At the time, we thought there was something amiss about our status in the field, and that was why we were shunted from one division to another. We were mostly in defensive positions, which entailed much digging in frozen ground and cold, sleepless nights in log-covered bunkers.
Yeah.
with only some straw or twigs to keep us off the ground.
Yeah.
So straw was very important, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We all sensed that something big was taking place, but our inexperience limited our scope of perception and just how gigantic in scale and magnitude this new German offensive was. By the morning of 18 December, there were more than 50 German columns. How many are in a column?
Column. Well, a Martian column could be 300, Martian column could be 50.
There were more than 50.
A platoon is 150, 200.
Okay. There were more than 50 German columns probing the Ardennes and the Echternach to Manschau. Some had gone only a mile, half had pierced as far as 10 or 12 miles, and one had raced almost 30 miles. It was here in the Schein-Eifel sector that the Germans had surrounded the 106th Division in their march to St. Vith.
Yeah.
How'd that turn out?
They were poor leadership, poor separate for them. The guys lost everything.
106 was slaughtered.
Yeah.
Yeah. 106 total devastation. We got our first glimpse of the German tanks, camouflaged white, followed by a pack of white sheeted infantrymen. We were still in ODs. What's OD?
All drab.
Which could be seen for miles in the snow-covered terrain. So the Germans put on white to blend in with the snow.
And they took the sheet off the bed, just wrapped around them.
And you had colors that would stick out in the snow
Yeah.
to make you a target.
Well, we did the same thing.
Oh, you got some sheets?
Yeah, we got the sheets cover ourselves
Where'd you
with.
get the sheets at?
In the houses.
Houses. Did you find yourself a sheet?
Oh, yeah.
Which can be seen for miles in the snow-covered terrain. Most of our trucks were still in the traditional olive drab, and the only thing our infantry did to make themselves more inconspicuous in the snow was to find white bed sheets in the nearby farmhouses and use them for camouflaging over their ODs. Our squad resorted to the same procedure.
7.5.
We would cut a hole in the center of the sheet and then slip it over our head as a cape. Hey, that was pretty interesting.
What's that?
Putting the bed sheet over your head with a hole in it, and you use it as a cape.
Yeah.
Did you blend in better? Were you better that way?
Yeah, yeah.
We would in turn tie it around our waist with some string or rope. There were rumors circulating that 6 companies had run out of bazooka shells and were down to filling wine bottles with gasoline and stuffing in cloth wicks. So you're making Molotov cocktails,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Jeez. As a German tank would come near the outpost, they would light their Molotov cocktail and throw it at the tank. That do any damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. There were also rumors of officers, not from our company, going from house to house, rooting terrified GIs out of cellars and putting them in doorways, threatening to shoot them if they left their post.
Yeah.
So there's some guys, not many, disappeared, right?
Yeah.
Was
Some of them deserted too.
they never were found again?
Yeah.
Where would you desert to in the middle of a war?
Well, you farmhouse, get in there and help the people out there, and then you're part of the family.
And then what happened when they finally found them deserted?
Say again?
What happened when you were caught being a deserter? What did the army do to the deserters?
We'll put you in the stockade.
For how long?
All depends how long you were gone.
Okay. Did you see any people desert?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why did they desert? Were they just cowards?
They were panicky. They didn't want to get killed.
Yeah. Did you have a lot of deserters?
What?
Was there a lot of deserters?
No.
Just a few.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know the Americans are tough. They wouldn't desert.
The ones that had weak mothers.
Weak mothers. Yeah, here we go. Mr. Jeckovich was tough, and he survived the war because he had a tough mother. But the mothers that baby these guys, like they're babying them today, they're making them weak. They're sissifying them. Don't do that, moms. You get your kid killed because there's been wars for 1,000 years. There's going to be wars for 1,000 more. You never know when another one will take place, so don't sissify your kid. You're giving them a death sentence if you do. Let's see. As the Germans continued their drive toward Antwerp, and in a port it afforded them, the Allied command was rushing reinforcements to contain them. The 82nd Airborne was racing from France, and the 9th and 30th Division were coming in from the north. How was the 82nd Airborne?
They were a crack outfit.
They were a crack outfit.
Yeah.
We were in the immediate area, but it seemed that we always relieving some outfit or standing outpost at some at some remote sector where
Well, we were new in the combat, so they put us where they thought would be less casualties.
they just like filling in the holes at times, right?
Yeah.
We're a remote sector where there's not much going on. A definite pattern as to strategy of the German offensive was the beginning to form, but no one on the Allied side could see it. With telephone lines knocked out and radios jammed. How do you jam radios?
How do you jam a radio? Change the frequency.
Okay. The battle was being fought on the squad, platoon, and on company levels. The whole process of communications had been short-circuited.
Well, we had field radios.
You had a few radios.
Yeah.
By noon of the 18th of December, the battle at St. Vith was full swing, and G Company had caught some of the action. As there were several casualties, we were plodding through the snow and wondering why we were always moving and not staying in one spot long enough to tangle with the enemy. We found out later we were employing a tactic called fire and maneuver.
Yeah.
What's fire and maneuver?
You fire and then you take off.
Okay. Which meant that if we met any operation who were to assess and evaluate the situation and then take it slow and easy, not jump right back into the attack. Nice.
2:20.
And then we were out on patrols too.
So you're on patrols too?
Yeah.
What were the patrols like?
You just go and see how far you can go with the enemy.
Tell us one of the most interesting stories when you're face to face with a young German soldier.
Well, he was my age. He's coming this way, and I was going the other way. I had my gun drawn. I was alerted. My rifle was out, and he's armed. He's ready for me. He come up and he stopped, smiled at me, turned around, and went back.
So he had the drop on you.
Yeah.
And being he realized you two are both just normal people.
Yeah, but he thought he could think I could shoot him on the back where he's going too.
And then he turned around and walked away because he was confident that he let you live, that you're going to let him live.
Well, he was my age too.
Just a nice guy. I hope that soldier that had the drop on you, that could have killed you instantly, had a nice long and wonderful life. He didn't want to be there and you didn't want to be there. That's evident. What would have taken place if the SS had a drop on you?
They shoot you right there.
There wouldn't be any questions.
No.
Minutes.
One.
Did you run into many SS during the war?
Huh?
Did you run into many
No,
SS?
they were always behind. They were always behind.
I see.
They were on special outside, but
I see. So
They weren't the front
they
lines.
weren't basically on the front line then?
no.
No. Did you ever have any word that Hitler was nearby?
Hitler?
Yeah.
And that was the least of my worries.
What's that?
That was the least of my worries. Why am I worried about Hitler coming by?
No, did you ever have like words amongst your troops that
Hitler will never be there.
never be there?
No.
Where would he be?
It's some mansion up a hill.
Yeah. Kind of like today.
Yeah.
Kind of like today.
15 seconds.
Wow. That's amazing. What do you want to do now, Mr. Jeckovich?
Now let's look at Trump now.
Okay.
All right, we'll wrap this one up.
Got another one in the books?
Sounds good.